Today I'm going to show you guys 3 really fun projects that you guys could make last minute this holiday season. So I am super duper excited for this one because we are using one of our free bundles. So this is the free plus bundle volume 6. I absolutely love when we release these because they're completely free. It has a little over $130 in value for free once again, and it is loaded with really good designs. I'm so excited. If you guys are just now getting into a sublimation printer, or maybe your Cricut or Silhouette, whatever die cutting machine you have, this is perfect. It's completely free and it's going to get you started with lots of really fun projects. So inside of here we have stuff, whether you guys are going to be making paper crafts, this really gorgeous poinsettia, I never know if I'm saying those right, really gorgeous papers. So if you guys are into paper crafts, once again, you could print out your very own papers. You could do stickers out of these. You could do full wrap mugs. I could really see a whole line of mugs made out of this one. It is just gorgeous. We have some really cute sublimation designs here, which also you can use as stickers. We have stickers down here, full wrap tumblers. I'm going to show you guys this one today because it's retro, and you guys know that the retro is in trend this year. So these are so cute. They would be perfect to make for yourself, or once again, sell in your shop, gift this holiday season. Coffee mugs, money holders. Once again, these are going to be great for last minute gifts, and then you don't have to pay for the designs. They're completely free and you're ready to craft. I'm going to show you guys how to do a pin wrap today because I know that we did a short a while back and you guys absolutely loved it, so we would do it here on the channel today. So we'll check that out. And then right here, these wine bags, I actually made one right here. I've already done this, but if you guys definitely check out our short video, which I'll have a link down below for TikTok and Instagram. I think we did one here on YouTube as well. You guys can actually see this, but I'll also include just a little small clip here so you guys can see me putting this together. But all this is I simply found the bag from TJ Maxx. So think outside of the box. If you find a bag that's really cute but it doesn't have a cute quote on it, you could definitely put that on there yourself. So you could definitely put them on the back. So if you just find these burlap ones like this, if you add your very own wording right here, you could really just customize those and make them your own. So usually you can find these even at the Dollar Tree, but to spruce them up, I found this guy for around $4 at TJ Maxx. So keep your eye out all over the place. Whether you guys are at Ross's, TJ Maxx, you know, Walmart, whatever, this really cute gnome guy. So once you get your wine in there, you can adjust his little legs and all that too, but so cute. So all I did was took some Caesar Easy Weed and applied that vinyl right there using a mini iron, and this was a great gift. Absolutely everybody that I have shown this bag to has been in love with it, and I've been getting lots of questions on where I got the bag from. So this is a great one. So now let's go ahead and jump into our other two. For our very first project, let's go ahead and make a tumbler. So we're going to use our handy dandy tumbler press here. I get questions on this one all the time. This one is from Heat Press Nation. This is their signature series, but they recently came out with a craft one to match their line of their craft presses. So you can get them in pink, I believe mint and all of that. But I really love this, and it interchanges. It has the mug wrap and all of that. So we're just going to do the tumbler because I really love these retro designs. I'm using this white one here, but of course you could do these in glitter, iridescent, all sorts of fun things. I've already printed this out. I simply just sent this straight over to the Sawgrass. All I did was download it to my computer, drag it into my Sawgrass folder, and then I was ready to print it. So all we simply need to do is trim off our excess. So we're gonna go ahead and start there. So I'm just using my paper trimmer here. Highly recommend a paper trimmer whenever it comes to wrapping tumblers, just to get that nice straight edge. So I'm just trying to make sure that there's no little white on the sides here, and now we are ready to wrap this thing. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way. First things first is you want to take your tumbler and a clean cloth and remove any sort of oil or debris. You definitely don't want to skip that step. Now before I actually even heated up my tumbler press, I went ahead and put this guy in there, made sure the pressure was correct. If you only press tumblers, you don't have to do that every time, but because the last thing I had on here was a mug wrap, so I needed to come through and make some adjustments. I've got it at 365 for 70 seconds. So my temp is lower, but my time is higher, and we're going to rotate this twice. So now we're going to take our tape here. So if you guys are looking for some last minute gifts for somebody that is into sublimation, I do highly recommend things like this tape runner. You could get parchment paper, give them some of their tumblers, you know, the blanks and stuff like that. Those are great gifts to give somebody that is a crafter that may be into sublimation. All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm just gonna make sure I'm gonna pull this nice and tight. So making sure that my design is nice and straight. And what I like to do, what I have recently started doing, is getting my tape down on one side and then creating almost like a pull. It's like a pull tab. So that way I can kind of, sometimes it tries to pop up on me, but what it does is it helps me kind of pull tight. I'll go ahead and get my initial pressure going here, and then I'll come back and I'll add some more tape. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that down and pull. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go back and fill in those spaces. Now, if you don't really have to worry about that gap, like if mine was gonna go up pretty good, then I would have just added a few pieces of tape. So I kind of do it different all of the time. All right, so I've got my tape all the way down, and what I like to do is kind of turn this to the side like this, stick it in here, and then we're just gonna press it. Whenever you go to press tumblers for the very first time, is it doesn't have to be forceful. When you close this, what I do, once again, while it's off, I tug on it. If I can't pull it out, it's good to go. I don't have to be forcefully closing this. It just needs to close without the tumbler being able to pull out. So just to go over a few more gift ideas, whether it's somebody that's into sublimation or whether it is a crafter that may be into a Cricut or silhouette and things like that. So you could definitely just stock up on some of their materials, whether it's going to be their vinyl, maybe get them a coupon code to one of their favorite shops. You can definitely maybe sign them up for a plus membership. Say for example, your daughter's just now getting into it and you're wanting to set her up an account, you can definitely do so. All right, so now that we're getting that beeping, I'm gonna pop this guy open, and you just wanna rotate this all the way around to where it's going to press the parts that have not been pressed. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do so. All right, and press. So like I said, I'm just rotating it enough to where the top part that's exposed is now gonna be turned over, so that way everything is gonna get that heat applied. All right, so we're getting down to our last 12 seconds, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop back on these gloves, and we're gonna get ready to pull it out. But like I said, even if you guys are the crafter that you are making these would be a great last minute gift. If you guys are doing Dirty Santa, or maybe you need to find a gift for somebody at the office, this is a quick gift to put together. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is, while it's hot, I'm just gonna go ahead, I've got my heat gloves on, I'm gonna peel this tape all the way down so we can get ready to check it out. All right, so for the big reveal, we're just gonna go ahead and check it out. I think those colors are gorgeous, this retro, and there was like 4 or 5 designs included in this, and they are just so cute. So I've got a little bit of a line there, but I'm pretty happy with it. I think those colors are just gorgeous together. I'm so excited about this. You guys don't even know. I love these colors. I just think it is so cute, and it would make the perfect gift. So whenever you're talking about Christmas gifts, something to keep in mind, these are some things maybe you want to make early and pass out early, obviously, so people can enjoy it during the holidays. You could definitely take and personalize this right there in, say, Canva, add somebody's name so that way it's going to be here on the back. Do it after the fact, add some adhesive vinyl using your Cricut or silhouette, and maybe personalize that as well. But I really love it. You guys let me know in the comments below what you think about these colors and if you guys are going to be recreating it. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to those pin wraps that were right here. Several to choose from. So you could definitely do print and cut with your Cricut or silhouette as well. But I'm going to show you guys just simply using Canva to size that out, get it ready to go, send it over to the printer, and we're going to trim it down with our paper trimmer. All I simply did was open up an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper and then just dragged and dropped this in here and sized it out. So, you know, a question I get sometimes is in Canva, how can you figure out the sizing? So if you drag this, once you hold it, you can see down here in the black, it will show those measurements. So what you're looking for my pins, for example, that I'm using, which I'll talk about in a second, I did 1.5 wide, and I think it gave me around 4.7 high. die. So that's all I did, was I just kind of sized it down like that. At that point, you could duplicate these, say if I was going to be making several of them, and I could print several out at the same time. Once you're ready to go, you're simply going to hit share and download it to your computer. All right, so now that we have this, I just have the one because we're showing that today. I'm going to go ahead and go up here to File. We're going to go to Print, and we're going to send it on over to the printer. So I'm going to choose my Canon here, and then I'm just going to go ahead and hit print. I've got my sticker paper in here. What I like to use for sticker paper is actually label paper. I buy it off of Amazon in like a pack of 500 for 30 bucks. You could definitely get a lower count, but it's going to last you forever. All right, so now that we have this printed out, there's a few different things that you could do. So depending on what you're actually wanting to wrap this with, you could definitely purchase like an iridescent sticker paper and do that as well. Or you could add on your own laminate. So you could definitely add this and maybe go over it with like a UV resin or epoxy and have those sealed if you want to. But with it like this, it's definitely not going to be waterproof. So that's something to keep in mind. So what I'm actually going to be doing is using these. This is some glitter laminate sheets that you guys can grab from 143. And they actually have it in two different styles. I'm hoping you guys can pick these up. There's bigger chunks and then smaller ones. I'm going to attempt to use the bigger chunks today. So I'm going to trim down just a little piece of this and then apply it on here and then trim around it. So that way I'm just not wasting a ton of it. So let's go ahead and see how big I need to trim this. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start off here. Just get me a nice little size like that. And what I'm trying to do is make sure that I'm giving myself a little bit of a border all the way around. Now, if you don't wanna waste anything, you could definitely really measure that down to make sure it's nice and precise. So there we go. So we've got this size down. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go right on top of this one. Right, just like that. Then you wanna rub it in, take your squeegee, and really make it nice and smooth. Now we're gonna go and take that paper trimmer and we're just gonna trim all the way around. All right, so hopefully you guys can see how pretty that sparkle is. So it's just gonna make it extra special, and it's now gonna make it waterproof, so it's gonna hold up better with some wear and tear. All right, so now that you have your wrap ready to go, we're gonna set it aside, and then whenever it comes to our pens, these are the ones I am using. I'm using the Papermate Ink Joy. These are the gel 0.7. I'll have them linked below for you guys. There's lots of different ones that you guys can choose. I do believe there's several brands even now making them that are geared for the pen wraps. So a few things you have to do if you use these, but honestly, it is so easy. Get yourself one of these little sanding blocks here that you can grab locally. I'll have some linked below, but you could definitely even use a nail file. And that's what I've used previously, was a nail file. I just couldn't find it before the live. So today we're using this one, which is super easy and fast as well. So the first thing that you want to do is take this little piece right here and just get a hold of it and carefully break that off. So just kind of wiggle back and forth. So once you have this broke off of here, what you're going to be sanding off is just that little bitty piece that's remaining. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's a little bit more, depending on how you broke it off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my sander here and I'm just carefully rubbing off, just going to rub until I really start to break that down. So this one here I've been rubbing, and honestly it don't take very long at all. I've got a little bit more. You want to make sure it's definitely flush. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that up now. All right, so once you have that nice and smooth, the next thing I like to do is go ahead and go over the entire thing. So that way it kind of roughs it up a little bit to help hold the sticky on there. Now there's a few things that you can do to really secure this on here. Like I said, is definitely going over it with like a UV resin or epoxy. When you get that final go over, you could go with a little bit E6000 to really seal those off, and they're gonna be good to go. Now one thing you wanna be mindful of is we're not wanting to sand this very end piece, so you may want to go ahead and pull it out now. So we'll go ahead and start with that piece. So things that you're going to do during this process is go ahead and pull those pieces off just like that. Just don't lose anything, and we're going to set those aside because like I said, you really don't want to rough up that end piece because this is the part that we're actually wrapping. Once you have everything kind of roughed up, you have taken off that little bitty piece there. I can tell I've got a tiny little piece on this. All right, now taking a clean cloth, I'm going to go ahead and wipe off everything just to make sure we don't have any remaining dust particles there. All right, so now we're gonna get ready for the fun part, and we're gonna wrap this. So we're going to make sure your hands are nice and clean, you don't have any dust left over, and we're just gonna go ahead and wrap it. So let's go ahead and peel this off here. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and start from one side, kind of center this guy up here. And and then we're slowly just going to wrap it all the way around, just like so. So what I like to do is stop. See how I'm already starting to get the wrap? It's starting to turn so cute. I'll stop. I'm going to take my squeegee here to really get this rubbed into the pin. I'm going to go ahead and start to really rub down before I go all the way around. So I'm just going to go ahead and take my squeegee and rub, rub, rub. All right, now working my way all the way around. I'm going to finish pressing it out, right? And then we're going to go back down in here and rub, rub, rub. So it's kind of like just keeping everything nice and tight as you're wrapping it. And then, like I said, you're really just gonna go ahead and kind of burnish it in there, getting that adhesive to stick to the pin. So we're just gonna go ahead and go all the way around and rub it out. All right, so you guys should have something that looks just like this. How adorable is this? I love that Santa with a Christmas tree. We've got our seam. Just really make sure you rub it in there nice and well so it doesn't come undone. If you do struggle and you notice your stuff is coming undone, at that point you may want to come in, like I said, with a little bit of E6000 and seal that out, or definitely go over it with an epoxy or UV resin. UV resin will be super easy and fast to do, so that's something to keep in mind. And I do know that now with the cup turners, there is pin turners attached as well. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're just simply going to go in here and put these pieces back together. First, we're going to go ahead and drop that silver piece back down in there, and then we're going to drop that black piece down in there as well. Get our ink back inside, just like that. Simply pop back on the end. It's so easy to take apart and put back together. How cute is this? Now, I did notice, this is where it's always wonderful to be in the studio with Crystal, is I did it upside down. Be mindful whenever you wrap these, because there is a top and a bottom, you can't flip those, that you make sure that yours is in the correct direction. But I really do think it came out so cute. And depending, honestly, the way that you're writing, you know, if you're writing upside down, you have it in the correct direction. But I love the way that that came out. Those colors are so stinking cute. And I really just love adding that laminate to everything. I've been adding it to stickers. I've been just adding it to so much stuff. Even if you guys have not seen it, we took our ELF certificate, because we just got so much different things here on Design Bundles, so definitely make sure y'all check them out. But we took an ELF certificate that we printed out for the holidays, and we laminated that as well. So I'm really loving it. I've been using it like crazy, but these pin wraps are honestly so easy to make and such a great gift to give to somebody. So there you guys have it. 3 different gifts. We can go ahead and put our lid on now and check them all out. And there we have it. We have our super cute wine tote. Like I said, think outside of the box with those wine totes that you find for this holiday season. Even if it was the plain burlap, if you will, canvas bags, that would be cute as well, but so stinking cute. Think outside of the box there. This tumbler, retro tumbler here, came out so cute. I will be using this holiday season. And then creating your very own pin wrap. So whether you guys are going to be making these gifts for yourself, giving them during the holiday season, let me know down below if you guys will be snagging this bundle, because it's completely free. So I absolutely love hanging out with you guys. If you guys have enjoyed this, please hit that like button down below and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.